Die, Eagles, die on the road to losing. Die, Eagles, die. You can't beat Pete Carroll. You skip on Russ and DK, and they keep owning you. Die, Eagles, die. You don't know the right QB. Suckit. Suck it. Suck it, Philadelphia. I'll take this W. Got scary for a moment, but you know what? We won. Okay. Russ. I felt like Russ could have had more than one touchdown today. The way he played, and I felt like the way the Seahawks offense kind of played, except for that first quarter, I felt like the Seahawks, probably should have done more than this, but and it could have been like 26-17 if we did not go for it. Honestly, I got ticked off when they went for it for the 2 times. But yeah, it was good. Russell did good. 2 sacks, but still did pretty well. Carson was good to see him back. Not much of the run game, but the Eagles' run against the run is pretty good. Lockett, not much of him today. But what am I saying? Once again, not just one player did you lose to that you could have had, but 2 that you could have had. Sucks that DK does not have a touchdown in the regular season against the Eagles. I mean, he has one in the postseason, but still. Carson Wentz, okay, it's time to say it. Wentz needs to be benched. It's time for Jalen Hurts. I mean, first half, Wentz just sacked 6 times. I mean, you could say the offensive line is injured. It's old. Those are true. But yet, don't act like that it was one of the reasons why you won the Super Bowl. I mean, Wentz is just okay-ish, but he struggled the whole game. 25-45. And that's not good enough. And he relies on his tight ends, which there's no problem with it, but still. Another game of Alshon Jeffrey doing meh. Top possession, Seahawks just dominated. Total offense, all dominated by the Seahawks. First half, I believe, the Eagles were -1 in rushing. I believe there was 1 point somewhere in the first half when they were like -5 and -1. Penalties were even, the Seahawks with that one INT. Fly, Seahawks, fly. Soak it in right there, Philadelphia. Soak it in when I just said fly, Seahawks, fly. But overall, this was an important win because of this win. The Seahawks are back at second place in the entire NFC. The remaining schedules right about now are the Giants, which we'll see if Daniel Jones will play. I don't think he will, but they do have a former Seahawks named Golden Tate, so we'll see what Tate is going to do against Seattle. Then the Jets. Then I gotta go to Washington, home against the Rams, and got to go to San Francisco. Personally, the Seahawks could win these games. These are winnable games. Even the Rams one could be a winnable game. It's just that Russell has to trust more in DK and make the smart decisions. And it will also depend on Goff. But honestly, the Seahawks could be in this type of category of record. 13-3, 11-5, or 12-4. Those are the records that Seattle is most likely going to be. So really, I think, I think those are just possibilities, but if I had to say one record, I'm going with 12-4 most likely. I think they can beat the Rams, but at the same time, the Rams are just one of those confusing teams. You can play so great against a team like Seattle in the NFC East, but yet you lose to the Bills, who are not bad, but you had a comeback moment, but still lost to them. Then you lose to the San Francisco 49ers, who are dealing with injuries. Not just once. You lost to them twice. And they're just... And the Dolphins. You got killed by the Dolphins. See, the Rams are just so confusing. with this remaining schedule left in the NFC West with the Cards, Rams, and Seahawks, the Seahawks have that path. So we'll see where Seattle will end up being. And I'm going to say this. At least this game was not 17-9 like the last 2 meetings. I felt like it was. But overall, kind of interesting game. Philadelphia did play their best, but one bird came out of this one. And it's the good blue and green. Good old blue and green in the Pacific Northwest. The Seattle Seahawks. Next game, Giants. So hopefully we get a good go into the stretch. I liked what I saw on the defense. Russell Wilson, keep playing you, man. Even though you had kind of a struggling game in the first quarter, but keep being you. Well, Seahawks win this one 23-17 over the Philadelphia Eagles. See you next time.